It's a Monday, but not a bad Monday. I'm preparing for the reach time I've had. Hooray! I'm burping a lot. I just finished eating a pizza like 30 minutes ago. Now it is running through my digestive tract, and that is what is causing me to burp a lot. I love pizza. Honestly, if I could eat one food for the rest of my life, it would be pizza. Pizza's fucking awesome. You can just about do anything with pizza. You can just about do anything with pizza. Pizza's a God-given food. Not to say that all foods aren't God-given, but pizza is just... muy bueno. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Tomorrow, it will be 3 months until this year is over, chat. 3 months. Chat, what the fuck is going on, dude? I feel like the time frame between 20... I feel like... Me when Italian food. I feel like... Molto bene. I feel like, I feel like after 2020, everything just started getting way, way faster as far as time goes. Like, the time period between when I started VR chat at 2017 to 2020 felt longer than the time period between 2020 to 2024, which was 3 years compared to 4 years. Oh.
Goose.
Yeah, he is.
Just letting you know that Q would have given you the Twilight's Edge now that you're awake.
Do you want me to have it on me? Should I have it? Is that what you're saying?
You're gonna have to open a doorway.
That's right, because they're going from there. Okay, cool. I'll go get it.
Yeah, just letting you know that. But I didn't want you sitting here thinking, wait, but doesn't Q have it? No, yeah, you got it.
Wait, it should be. Isn't the Twilight Engine the? Oh, that's right. You took it for safety purposes. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. Q. If anything, it's on her aisle in her house.
Is it really, or is it
Uh,
still where it
is.
has always been?
No, it's where it is now. Unless
Okay.
it's already still there and you haven't moved it yet.
Okay, this is all in characters. I haven't moved it at all, so it's still there right now. So if we need an in-character excuse, I can just say I put it back or you put it back.
We'll just say that Q put it back.
Okay, cool.
Since you're awake now, and so she doesn't feel like she needs to keep all the relics incredibly safe. Because she was the only one here that really had any kind of power.
She's like, oh my god, guys. Oh, so many dumbasses here.
Oh. But yeah, just wanted you to know.
Okay, so, cool.
Have fun.
Will do. Oh, she's gone. What? Wait, did my... Did my mic not work? Okay, it's working now. What the fuck? Hello? Okay. Weird. Alright. My mic just stopped working in Discord for a second there. But she could hear me. She was responding. I'm an airplane. I'm a horse. Italian food. You like pasta, Casey? Pasta is such an easy and good food to make. Dude, basically just every variation of fucking macaroni and cheese is pasta. There's like fucking rigatoni, that's just fucking fancy mac and cheese. I don't know. Yes.
David,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm at the portal underneath. Can't really get out.
All right, I'm on my way. I assume we have visitors.
Yeah, they're outside.
Are you safe?
Yeah, just tired.
Okay, I'll be on my way.
Before they let me enter, they were wondering how long it would take for you to let them in.
Probably a moment. I'm gonna gather a couple of vanguards to be with me. I'll see you in a second.
Okay.
Miss Katsio, Ethan, could you come with me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, Ethan, can you go and get... No, you can't. Go to... I'll open the door. Meet me at Champions, aisle, please.
Okay, sure. Lee Rock, do we need Lee Rock?
Just vanguards.
Lee Rock. Okay. Didn't hear him. Just Vanguard.
Alright, once it is green, please jump in. I'll be with you shortly. Thank you. Oh! Ow! Hold on. So when she said she moved it, she literally moved it. I was so confused. I thought she meant like in theory, but she put it back.
Goose, were you looking for the sword?
Yes. It's on Q's Island, I believe, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It was there. You just missed it.
Where?
It was hidden because, like, in character, we were supposed to be hiding it for a while.
Where'd you put it? In a wall? Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, okay, cool. Who hit it? I don't think it was it Kimmy? Did she hit it? Who hit it?
Probably over here. One person and it closes? I don't know. I don't remember.
Boy, Cora, feel free to enter. I'm gonna need you, please.
There you go.
Alright, we have guests.
Fuck. 2 weeks has ended this week, not today.
We have guests.
Fuck. Do you want all of us down there? or
Champions
you-
and Vanguards know, or
Yes, let them know via the crystal.
understood?
I don't have mine.
Well, then Ethan will take care of it.
You got it, Ethan? Okay.
I'm gonna stay up here.
Hey. There. On the other side waiting.
Alright. I'll let them know. And get some rest.
Champions, Vanguards. We have our guests.
Bye. Bruh. I'm spectator ghosting. I don't know what's happening. Hold on, just in case. I spectator ghosted. I assume we're all gonna come out together, or I'm not sure what.
Otherwise.
Did not do that.
We request off of Luna. Is she not in the map? No, she's in the map. Luna, question.
Did
Yes,
they do
please.
anything to you?
I went, Dagger said you guys were on the other side, so David
Yep.
went in. Okay, oh, I see you're out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just walk out. We'll say we had a brief conversation and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
To be honest,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Stuck in a room for
Go ahead.
2 weeks.
Thank you.
Everything's just kind of blending together. So if you could just give me some time to kind of compile it in my head. Yeah, no. The deal was they couldn't, I guess, pretty much touch me unless I did something to where they would have the right to attack me.
Finally. The long wait. And as promised. Ta-da! Unscarved, not even a tiny scratch.
Of course. Shall I take you to the core, or how would we like to start this?
I would absolutely love to see you hold your end of the bargain.
Very well. You may follow me.
With a pleasure. Exquisite architecture, I have to say.
It is.
Looks a little bit familiar.
Oh,
Who built it?
Miss Riza did a grand majority of the work.
You also help.
Oh. What do we have here? Is that your key?
It is.
I see. We're gonna be taking that one with us later.
Wow.
I have to take this in for a second. This is marvelous. And the air so fresh, so untainted. I'm sure you enjoy it here quite well, don't you?
I do.
Can't wait for the tea party.
Shall I continue?
Of course. Aha. Tower runes? That's how you get from A to B. Very similar to how we do it in the tower.
The core is through this entryway.
And where do these lead?
This leads to the main island of Heaven's Reach, and that leads to our training grounds.
I'd like to see the main island real quick if you don't mind.
Very well. I'm sure you're already very familiar then with how these things work. Shall I go through first, or you?
Subconfigurations.
It is a locking
But
system
so little.
to keep certain people out of this location, as it is exclusive to the champions.
I see. Oh, go ahead, David.
Very well.
The all-watching eye. Even here she has those. And another gateway, rather large. Oh! Oh, I see what this is. That is the gateway Riza was imprisoned in. Am I right?
You would be correct.
That means this immediate area had to be Umbra's chambers. Marvelous. Look what she's made out of it. So much green. Hello, Nomad! Good to see you. Oh, watch your tongue. The true paradise. What do you think? Marvelous.
Something that I could get used to. Shame it won't be here for long.
So many houses. Little pets running around the place. It's so cute.
Perfect little dollhouse for the warden.
And more floating islands? Let me take a guess. That's where the most important people seem to reside.
They are islands that separate some from the other more active areas for privacy, similar to the Champions Island.
I'm not a stranger of Riza liking to look down on people. And that's one of the infamous dragon pulses. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Where does this one lead?
This leads to the arena, and if you wish to go to the core eventually, that would be the way we would be going.
Ah, you have two entrances.
That we do.
Let's take a peek. You first, David.
Of course.
Oh my. Doesn't that look familiar? Like it was straight
She
up
certainly
out of
couldn't
the
let go of the past.
tower. How hilarious. Right then. Let us go to the core.
Yes.
And you all must be very happy to see me.
They seem delighted, don't they?
I have to say, David, I'm very excited to see all the ancient artifacts that are hidden within these mysterious islands.
I could imagine.
Would you like to give me a taste? A little bit of foreplay?
This is a remote.
It's a clock.
It does have a similar look, yes.
Interesting. Thank you.
Of course.
Now we have something to look forward to. I'm sure there's plenty more like this. Riza makes all sorts of toys. The heart. Even signed the passageway.
Shall I go first again?
Go for it. Would you look at that? This is what keeps the place alive?
Just when you think you've seen everything, right?
You are right.
Watch your
Riza truly has an interesting taste.
Thanks for the warning.
Shall I?
The only thing that is in the way of my pleasant tea party. Please. David, I think you've made a mistake. You turned it off for a second, but you turned it back on. Silly. I think it is too early to sit. You have to take... You have to turn it back off. Would you like to tell me what you're doing right now?
Okay.
I think David over here is just making it a little bit more interesting for us. Oh dear. David, you have to turn it back off. Is he really ignoring you
For the
right now?
contract.
You can stare at me all day. I will not leave until you turn this off.
Naturally being treated to just sort of sitting there glowing.
True. Perhaps it's just gonna give us a little firework, and then after it's done, we can finally be on our way. Excuse you? This was not part of the agreement. What are you standing around for? Do something! David! Why are you not moving?
I'm sorry.
Riza!
This isn't what we signed up for.
You cowards! Let go of me right now. You need me. Without me, you will not get to the tower.
David, what are your orders?
Throw him off this platform. This is getting really annoying. David! Hey, get the fuck out of here!
I think it's about time
David.
for both of you to leave. Get the fuck out of our house.
You got 5 seconds to start running, bitch.
Fuck leaving.
Ryan,
We should just push them off the edge. David! Fuck. He's not responding. David!
Is there a pulse?
David, come on!
Didn't even have one.
I don't know if he has one or not. Fucking. Does he have a pulse? Oh, fuck.
Oh, there you
David,
are.
hey. You okay?
Welcome back. Passed out there.
What did you just do?
One of our problems has been taken care of.
Come on. Come on. That's it, old friend.
Scarlet Cane is bound. I am
Bound?
imprisoned
Where?
inside that clock.
That's the thing.
I knew you had a plan.
Jesus.
Put her into one of the many floating clocks in here.
Something like that. And, well, she's there forever now, so.
Oh, fuck.
Definitely one less problem.
Very much so.
One of the many tricks that I was taught while I was away.
I see.
You good?
You okay, Anthuriel?
Tired. Been at their fortress for God knows how long.
Gotcha.
Please, Anthuriel, you can stay here. Please make sure that the 2 other ravens are escorted out.
I believe they were escorted already.
Oh, okay.
I think Nomad is making sure of that.
Jolly good.
Yeah.
So you summoned the whole crew, by the looks of it.
If you guys would like to hear a story, I can tell it now. But, maybe you'd like to get some rest first.
After you recovered.
I don't think there's any time for me to get any rest.
Okay. Well, let's make sure the others are escorted out, because I'm sure everyone else wants to know what the hell just happened.
Of course. Can you two, like, help Imperial over to the tea house? Put him in an actual comfortable chair or something.
I'm gonna sit here for a minute.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
We should also make sure
just
that
sit
they don't
around and-
take that key on the way out as well.
Well, they wouldn't be able to get out. Key not in play.
It's the imagination. I hear ticking.
There's always ticking here.
Must have never noticed.
Were the other ravens escorted out, or,
Yes.
Jolly good.
If anyone asks you, Scarlet Cane is trapped in
Looks like
time
we're
in
secure.
Heaven's Reach, frozen.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can tell some stories now, if anyone would like to listen.
Of course.
It might be best to have a meeting about that, unless you want to repeat yourself.
I'd like to have a meeting right here, if possible. If anyone else wants to talk, they're welcome to come in.
Sure.
Any other vanguards, if you're listening, if you'd like to come to the meeting, we're at the core.
Alrighty then. Jolly good, Miss Q.
So it is done?
That it is done.
Marvelous.
Many problems is now off the list.
So now that it's been done, care to tell me what you just did?
That is what I am... That is what I was about to do.
Marvelous.
I wanted to leave a bit of time for the other fellows to come here. Ethan just communicated via the crystal to let people know that we're having a meeting here. I like it here. I haven't been here for a little while now.
Same.
Good place to visit before I go on my little journey.
Champion vanguards, this situation has been handled. You can rest them. There will be a report later.
Shall I give it some time for others to arrive, or shall I start my spiel?
I'd say give it at least a minute.
I'd say,
Okay.
yeah.
I do believe I saw Lerock running around outside.
You can get him if you like. If he'd like
Maybe
to be
he'd want to
informed,
hear.
I don't see a problem with that.
Lerock, if you'd like to join the meeting, you're also allowed. I had asked Lee Rock if he could keep all other non-vanguards out of the arena for time being.
Jolly good.
The arena.
Yeah,
This is,
because the arena leads here.
Let's be honest, if a fight were to break out, we would most likely spill out into there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Care if I sit with you too?
Wait.
Your guest.
Isn't there a statue of him?
Miku Hazuki?
Miku Hazuki.
Hello?
Holy shit.
To see you all?
I have so many questions.
David has a lot of answers.
I can at least answer why Miku Hazuki is here. Memories of all the former champions are stored here. That's why you see Zarkon.
It's not quite the same.
Excuse me.
This is the Miku Hazuki.
David is correct.
But I thought the statue, I thought they died.
I thought they died.
You sacrificed yourself to open the gateway.
That was not me. That was my future me.
Ah,
Oh
that
boy,
story
timey-wimey,
from-
fucky-wucky. Cool.
Time travel.
That story that Kokumi said was true. Time and space.
Okay.
She can be where she needs to be at the moment she needs to be.
That is
So
correct.
what was seen there was what will eventually happen for you.
In one of the strings, yes.
Oh, we're going that far. Okay. You can jump from possibilities then.
Or is there multiple U's?
There are multiples of everyone, darling. We just never know them.
Don't say that. I don't want to deal with multiples of me.
You already do. No, it's
Shut up.
it's more of the question of, aside from her knowledge of David, is how much she knows of all the other champions.
It all comes down to soul separation, which David has a lot of experience in now. I'll let him talk.
I suppose it is time. If I will be long-winded, so I apologize. The day after the deal was struck, or the day of the deal being struck, I entered in Heaven's Reach, and, well, no one was in a good mood that day. I had wanted to be alone, so I left for one of the islands that is in between myself and Risa and Q's.
You're a bit late.
I said many things out of emotion. I am how tired I am, of how I'm just ready for this all to be bloody over. Niku Hazuki appeared before me that day, or that night, and she told me a great many things. One thing that was explained to me is that everything that has happened is as it should be. As far as details, she has to be vague. But she offered to teach me something that would, well, fix this. She had informed me that we should have started yesterday, so there wasn't much time. Despite that fact, I wanted to make sure at least someone knew what was happening. So I told Hope and let her know I'd be gone for a while. And I knew she wouldn't understand fully, so I had to be vague. After talking with her, I returned to Niku, who had taught me what she refers to as soul separation. The ability to connect to another one of myself.
So that's why I couldn't trace your thread.
It had left me, so to say. I had connected to another thread. And due to that connection, I lost all memories. And my body became limp. I do not know how long I was away from all of you, but it sounds like it was a lot longer than I had originally anticipated, and for that I apologize.
I believe it was around 2 weeks or so.
While I was away, I went on a great journey. I lived within a world that Reese, I believe, is very familiar with. Zarkon and Niku and many others. I met a great many people. I awoken in a village known as the Bamboo Village. The gentleman who woke me was very kind. Dochun. Dochun.
Boy.
Come here for a second.
He gave me a boat.
May I
He
borrow
and his
your
villagers
memories?
gave me food. And I went on my way.
Oh. Well, isn't that fantastical?
Through my travels, I went
Thank
to...
you.
Well, Donchun told me to go to a place called the Cinderlands. It's very hot. Scorching deserts. Not much there. Bandits.
Yep, that sounds about right to the books that Reza left me.
Lots of bandits. Lots of strange creatures buried within the sand. I didn't have much besides a pickaxe and a hammer with me. And the hammer was shortly stolen from me by a group of bandits, so I had nothing but the pickaxe and a few silver coins. I met up with someone by the name of Kobun, a drunkard. Him and I did some odd jobs. failed all of them. Because we were attacked and beaten, etc. And didn't get a lick of coin. I met up with Gil Hong at this inn at the Cinderlands. Tomu?
Yes.
He was a funny guy. Peaceful fellow. Well, rambunctious. He took me to the Sapphire Basin. I knew not where I was going. I didn't know who I was. All I knew is that I was David, and I needed to find someone by the name of Niku Hasaki. That's all I knew. So, I was led to where people told me to go. Gil Hong led me to the Sapphire Basin, where I met up with a privateer of sorts by the name of Wolf, and a small squirrely fellow by the name of Hornsby. Together to get some coin, we fought off some thrashers. I believe some of you might be familiar with those things.
Very.
We got a little coin. It was a good adventure. And then myself and Gil Hong parted ways. He advised I need to go with Wolf. Said that I need to go to Zyway. That is where I will find someone who more than likely will point me in the direction I need to go to find Niku Hasaki. I gave him my boat. We hugged, said our goodbyes, and myself, Wolf, and Hornsby traveled through airship to Zyway. At first, we arrived in the plains outside of Zyway. Had a little bit of run-ins with some grass yetis, as they're called. But eventually we managed to get inside. Had to, unfortunately, bribe some of the guards. Hornsby parted ways with us there. Wolf shortly parted ways with me after. Had some business he had to take care of, and once again I found myself alone. I met up with a man named Matthew there, who was in the same situation I was. Didn't know who he was, didn't know where he was, just that he needed to find someone by the name of Niku Hasaki, and his name was Matthew. We hit it off in a weird way. Got arrested because he spat at the guards. And, oh! A keynote before this. While we were separated, while we were getting to know one another, a young lady approached us. She looked very worse for wear. She asked if we had some coin or some food, and I advised we really did not have much to share, but if she would like to sit with us, she's more than welcome. I asked her name. Luna Kasai, the daughter of Risa. At the time, I didn't know who she was. I had no memory of anything, so the name was just a name. It seemed familiar, but that's about it. She was taken away by guards. Apparently they're not very fond of homeless here and there in Zyway. There was nothing we could do. After we were arrested, we remained in the prison cells for a while, figuring out what the hell we're going to do, and suddenly we were rescued by Luna herself. She broke us out. We left the entry district of Zyway into the central district by morning. We were given outfits to blend in, and we did so. At least we did our best, having no knowledge of anything, pretending to be a couple of well-educated gentlemen. Eventually, Luna was separated from us again, arrested during some plans. We were never reunited, unfortunately. Myself and Matthew had to figure things out ourselves. We went into a tournament, won some coin, and then eventually I saw Master Zarkon. I felt a connection to him. At the time, I had no idea why. Just that this is someone important to me. However, every single person at the time warned me not to step foot in front of someone who is a part of the Ebon Drake. That was something I was fed many times, is if you hear anything about the Ebon Drake, you don't get involved. Despite my better judgment, I felt I should follow, and Matthew's sense of adventure encouraged me to follow. So we did. And what a mistake that was. Zarkon had two of his minions attack us. We managed to defeat them. And then Zarkon killed us himself. I suppose I'm not really sure exactly as to why, or how, or what, but I suppose the threads of our lives, or fate, or whatever you want to call it, was not quite unbound. And we awoke in a void of nothing, and Kokomi appeared before us. She approached Matthew, giving him words of wisdom and helping to remind him of who he is, who he was. I didn't quite ask you about this, but at some point in time, I suppose Niku Hazuki decided to connect my little adventure with Mr. Hamsky. The friend who had joined me on this journey this entire time was Hamsky.
Very surprising.
Occam's Racer, as it were.
I know his last name as well, but I won't share that with you.
Does it have to do with meat? Is it like meat or gin?
Not at all.
Obviously, it's still Hamilton.
Hemswell.
Anyways,
Son.
And shortly after Kokomi had given him a talking to, Riza appeared before me. And gave me a talking to. That she misses me. That she's waiting for me. And that she wants so badly to come back. But now is not the right time. I couldn't remember everything at that time. I remembered a lot, though. I remembered how much I cared about her. I remember how close she felt to me, but I still didn't remember everything. Shortly after that, the void went away, and we were back facing Zarkon again, and, well, to keep it short, we kicked his ass. After that, we were deemed heroes of Zyway, for we had defeated the general of the Ebon Drake. We met up with the Emperor of Zyway. He asked us if there is anything we need, and I let him know we are looking for a Niku Hazuki. He offered us a cart, a guard to get us to an area he felt would lead us to the direction we needed to go. An area, a small town within the Silverfrost Mountains, very cold. He asked if there's anything else I can do. I asked him if he could give Miss Luna Kasai a second chance. Because they were treating her very poorly, the guards were. And maybe give her a home or something. And he offered her a position as one of his top guards. I don't know if she took it. Maybe one day I'll go back and find out.
Wait.
Huh.
When you all went into the in-between, did you not come across a scene of Miss Luna Kasai being taken by guards to be part of the guards?
To be honest with you, that was such a long time ago. And I was in a very different mental state back then.
Fair enough. But as I remember it, as it was told to me, you guys had came across echoes of memories. The guards had taken her, and she didn't want to be part of them. And she ultimately ended up killing one of them and running away at that point, which she was later found by Chomugo.
Well, if that is the case, then perhaps. I don't know. But I do know that Cho did adopt her at some point in time as his own.
I remember.
We went to this village at the Silverfrost Mountains, and I met up with my friend that I met at Bamboo Village, Do-chun. He was looking for his daughter. We convened briefly. Nothing really happened from there. He advised we should talk around and converse with some of the villagers about the area. People are nice there. Got to do a little bit of tomfoolery. That kind of happened during a lot of the adventures, but I'm skipping over some of that, as I'll be here for far longer than I should if I do. But,
stories for later.
We were told to go to the lair of the Frozen Fang by Do-chun. He said he felt that that is where we will get our answers. However, he said anyone who goes in there never comes out. We gathered food, water, and supplies for the journey, and then we left. We entered and we got our asses handed to us. And with a lack of the ability to use my left arm, the lack of ability to even speak, we managed to complete that horrible dungeon. And sure enough, Yuko Hazuki showed herself before us. She let us know that our journey is over. And that while right now at that time we don't really know what's going on or why it's happening because we still don't remember everything, all will be revealed to us very shortly. So, with nothing else but to trust this person I know nothing of but their name, I allowed her to tell me to do one thing to connect, myself to my body once again. Myself and Hamsky closed our eyes and listened to what she told us. To not focus. We are nothing, but we are everything. Grab the string. And then I woke up. I now know how to use this remote that was given to me hundreds of years ago, it feels at this point in time, but I know that's being exaggerative.
Time is relative.
And I learned a few many things on that journey, but one of them, of course, is the one of importance that you're wondering what the hell just happened today, and that is what I did to Scarlet Kane. Scarlet Kane is now bound to the infinity of time that is connected and disconnected to Heaven's Reach. She is in more than likely a dark black void, where she will spend the rest of her days.
How can you be so sure about that?
One important thing that David has learned on his journey is not only soul separating, but realigning strings of fate. While it is true what Miss Q has brought up, that Luna Kasai, she killed a soldier in the Silverfrost Mountains. David, with his actions and his bravery, has changed that part in one of these universes. What David has done here today is the same thing, but aware, fully aware of what he was doing. He soul separated and took a peek at the past of Scarlet Kane. Saw the strings of fate, just like I. Looked at possibilities and realigned the strings of fate in the favor of Heaven's Reach. It was after that he used the device on his left shoulder to connect her strings to a time loop within this realm. And this was a very important step because sooner or later you will find out that there is still a special purpose for Scarlet in your journey.
I was about
It
to
is after
say,
that.
Scarlet Kane will not be able to be bound there forever.
That is true.
For them to ascend the tower would require her to be there to be fought.
At one point in time you will have to let Scarlet Kane go again for a very special purpose. When and what will be happening, that I cannot tell you. But this is definitely a win and a walk into the right direction. And David has done his utmost to make sure that this day comes. And I'm proud of him.
Luthus have a question.
Yes.
Is this Scarlet Kane aware they're in a time loop, or are they unaware? Just for knowledge.
Her consciousness stopped functioning the moment she was ported away.
Ah.
So when she's released, it'll be like she was just here and suddenly is somewhere else?
Correct.
Man, she's gonna be very pissed off.
Well, that's the thing, I don't think she will be. She'll be pissed that she might be somewhere else, but like she said, I don't think she'll have any recollection of being in a loop.
I think she'll be pissed off that she got denied her little game with Heaven's Reach and finding other relics here.
Yeah.
All the relics.
I assume that's what you were laughing about. How funny that was.
No.
Along with the
No.
2 ravens that abandoned her.
No, I'm laughing about the fact that here we are, looking at Master David. The man who, at one point, a year or so ago, or maybe more, but if I remember, was rather terse with me over me being a god, or like such. And yet here you are, doing exactly what I do. And I just found the irony in that. It's funny. It's not me mocking you or anything, it's just funny.
There's no such things as gods, Miss Q. As I've said before, it's just people. Some that unfortunately have more power than others.
There's such thing as gods. We just can't control them. And they don't walk among us. The cosmic subconscious is something that I would call a god. It does not have any will or desire. It simply is. Just like time and the laws of physics itself. These concepts, they are absolutes within realities. You can't change them. Those are the true gods of realities. I myself, I am referred to as a goddess, as a symbol for my people. And by that same virtue, so are you. You are a symbol for Heaven's Reach. Be it as it may, you are not a god. But you are definitely a shining beacon of light for these people. And so I have to say, congratulations on your journey. For learning things that many of us here will never be able to achieve. You've done well. I'm proud of you. Now don't go walking into doorways that you don't know what they lead to, okay?
Of course.
Right then.
Well now,
If it's at all possible,
Miss Haseki.
a word would be
Yes?
nice, privately.
I don't see a problem with that. The next steps of your journey are all your own. My interference with the strings of fate is limited, but I also still have a couple of realignments to do to make sure that all of this comes to an end.
Mitsu, are you trying to speak? Oh, Mitsu wants to say something.
dealt with, yes.
I can help, yes.
Oh, yes. I do remember Mitsu said something about bringing in something delicious, I believe, right?
I've recovered enough stamina to help.
Bird, it's right here.
Oh.
I want to
Right here. Okay.
say something briefly. I could not have been able to do what I did if it would not have been for some of the sacrifices that you had made while I have been away. I know for many of you, it was quite difficult. I don't know the whole stories. As I told many of you, I can't know them for fear that if I did, it would unravel things. So, I don't know what many of you sacrificed, but I do know what Anthuriel did.
Isn't the first time, probably won't be the last.
Either way, I thank you, and I am sorry.
Oh. Let me check something right quick.
You know how important this place is to me, and also that I will do as much as physically possible for anyone I can.
Everyone here? The contract is complete. What David was bound to is resolved. We do not have to worry about that part at all.
Woo! No backfiring on
You
that
know,
front.
I thought about turning the, core right back on after you turned it off, but, Also, I recognized a few of those people when I looked at the memories of what you did. The person in front, was that you?
Yes. I did a brief format of soul separation, as well as the others beside me.
You look good in that reality. Hopefully he goes on to have a very wonderful life. Anyways, if you could meet me at my aisle.
Will be a pleasure.
Q goes in the queue.
Wish I could
Good
do
job,
that.
David.
You prevented two birds, one stone.
No, we don't have a play date in a junkyard.
That is true.
Unless someone else does
I'll
something
go on
stupid.
and eat that cake.
Oh. That's a keep an eye out thing.
That doesn't sound fun.
I'm good.
Takoyaki. Okay, I'm leaving.
So wait, David, one of those ghost
You have an addiction.
souls that
I'm
binded
going to leave the door open, so I don't.
Scarlet was Hamsky?
Yes,
I'll take a piece.
the one to my right.
Huh. Really?
Yes, and I would love some cake.
He actually looked cool.
Yeah.
Octopus.
Kind of a shame I missed something so epic, but honestly, I am just glad it worked.
Brutus is needs to recover stamina. So
I
this
got
is
it all
good
in
for him.
recording. I'll put it on my laptop.
I think David just had a fever dream. Because it can't be Hensky.
You should talk to him directly. He'll tell you his side of the story.
I want to eat a delicious cake. It was good.
Ask him about
Good to
how
see
much
you.
you would
I'm
pay
good,
for a fur
thank you.
coat. Would it be 40 or 5
For
pounds?
what?
For a fur coat.
Oh heavens, no! You already gave it to me, didn't
Would it be
you?
40 or
I mean,
40
good
or
for a
5
coat, I'll pay
gold
it.
coins?
That's pretty cheap.
So wait, in that soul separation journey you had a moment where you said, "Moo, I'm a fish."
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I was acting as a distraction.
I don't have it on me.
That's you know, I would do the same.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That
Pretty
sounds
sure
like an
I
unhinged
have it.
David
Do that
thing.
at her. Yeah.
I'm
She
good
gets here
with
soon.
you.
She's probably looking after May.
Oh.
Good to have you back now.
Thank you. No, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh my god, it's real life powder.
Thank you.
Shame she already left.
Who? Niku?
Yeah.
She will be around. I'm sure she's probably have a few others she needs to talk to.
You look physical.
It would
I'd
be
wager
nice to talk
quite a
to
few
the
of you
person
probably
that I've
have some
been
questions.
talking to their statue for the past 6 months.
How are you? I haven't talked to you in a bit.
I'm honestly ignorant to that. I've been wanting to meet the people.
I could be better.
You know.
We're just getting happy with him, and let him know. He's
Oh, I
always
think
happy
I'd like to
help.
meet Riza again too.
Oh yeah, obviously, but that's not what I. Oh my god.
I'm glad it worked.
I really am.
Somehow, like,
Niku and Kokomi.
when we were talking about the best and worst case scenarios, like I was having this discussion with a couple of people. We had the best case scenarios and the worst. I was thinking we meet somewhere in the middle, and somehow, all of a sudden,
I don't know how
you brought us
much
to the best.
this one knows of
Yes,
I
but
guess her future or something.
Lirak, we still always need to prepare for the worst.
That's the.
This is just one segment, in my opinion. We still have much more
we
to
will
go.
handle things as they
Usually
come.
how you do it.
I'd like to remain at least a bit optimistic, thank you, especially after a victory. Like, come on!
We are very
This is a
close
win!
I'm not.
to completing our objective.
And that's what we should focus on then.
Feels weird being sounding that we're getting close.
Yuko Hazuki told me that directly. I'm not pulling that out of my ass.
Oh.
Oh, I.
Anthuriel, can I speak with you once you're free?
Yeah, I'm pretty free right now.
Then follow me whenever.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. I'll be back.
No,
Ugh, my
I'm sure you
bones
probably
are
got
still rickety.
whatever Ethan was saying via the crystals. So
Oh, God, my bones.
You chill out. Go relax or something, dude.
I think all
I
your
have been relaxing.
sisters
I
can
was here last
stop being
well,
worried pieces
Well, if you're
of
still not okay,
worrisome
then
now.
keep relaxing.
I'm okay.
Yeah, but
Will
I
you
am worried for one
literally
of
start
them.
fighting a bunch of giant metal machines for 24
recently, Dragoon
hours?
witnessed
You get kind of
Back
hurt.
in my home world.
stay awesome, X.
But completed the mission. We defeated Forman,
luckily,
at least for now. Completely separate
So I've
from
heard.
Hellblade, obviously.
My friend Aki
Yes.
found a trail. One with
At least without having to worry about Scarlet Cane, yes, absolutely. We still have a small pathway. We need to be having a bit of a exploration through.
Digging time, yeah.
Digging time.
Yeah. Digging
Yep.
time. Oh.
Dig. I really should bring that speaker along and just play Diggy Hole.
I don't know if the natural beings of Exodysia are susceptible to sound. Let's let the subterranean creatures enjoy their own natural songs, please.
Okay.
I hope one
It
day
would
me
be
and
funny,
Lirac will
but a
see
bad
this
idea.
Exodysia.
Things in the dirt.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be there, maybe we won't. Story plays out as the story plays out.
Jolly good.
I'll just
That
hum it along.
does
then.
remind me. Miku did say we will need Scarlet again, right?
She
Am I
did.
Correct.
Yes. She is one of the
You
bosses
like
of
my
the
new,
tower, I
casual
believe.
wear?
Oh,
You're full on
lovely.
pants now, so that's awesome.
So for now, we
Oh,
put her on
cool.
pause.
Yes,
we'll
I hate
reuse her
pants,
when we
but
need
they
her.
look good. I'd rather be naked.
Well, I mean, she's literally on pause, so.
Little.
What? I'm telling you the truth.
Nothing.
Indeed.
We'll train again soon, Mitsu. But now I think it's good for a victory rest. One war, and then David tells us this. No, this is all good.
We may have won the battle. We still have a war to win.
One war at a time, please. Brutus just got out of war.
Wow, Brutus sounds like me.
Well, Brutus is a warrior. He would rather be at peace.
I
He
wish I
doesn't
had
like
that
punching
right
things.
when I
He
was
just
younger.
knows how to punch things. Besides, it's close to my naming day.
The day you received your name?
Oh,
You free table?
correct.
Ah, jolly good.
I'll
Now that
explain
this
it to you if you want me to tell you later.
thing is, I guess.
I can
taken
gather
care
that.
of
I
for
assume it's equivalent of a birthday, but the day you were given your name. It's a day of celebration for you.
Correct, but the story behind it, I mean.
Ah, of course.
And
But I think Poi wanted to have a discussion with me.
When you're free.
let's get that.
All right.
Is this after everybody else is done here?
Well, I'm gonna
Aside from,
kick myself out.
We'll have a mini celebration, have some tea or something. Come on, let's go.
Well, make sure you get a slice of cake. Tokoyaki cake.
Quick question, David, if you may. When do you think our next venture into
Poi!
Exodysia will be?
Literally everyone is leaving. Where are you going?
Wait, I heard what?
Poi! Get Poi!
Everyone, get Poi, because literally everyone was about to leave, and my gosh.
Yes.
But when do you think our next venture into Exodysia will be? Because at some point I do want to try to study those I believe they're called blood blossoms, if I'm correct.
Not
Study
in
their
15
nature and
minutes,
habitat.
Mitsu. Very soon.
Not.
I will keep
Very
you
soon.
posted.
Will do. See if I can study their behavioral patterns and see what makes them tick, I guess.
Yes.
Go into the cave.
Door time. If I need to put up a door to keep the safe, then I'll put up a door, but we're gonna try to be tame.
I think Mitsu means the door you walked through, I guess, is what I'm referring to.
Oh, of course. Not until
Try
the
to see
time
if
is
there's
right.
hormones like pollen.
I will learn my lesson.
Anyways, Mitsu, we gotta give him some privacy. Come on.
Well. I now can tell you ironically what I was thinking yesterday. But at least you know what Aegis has been going through now. Making a deal with someone very unsavory and all that.
Well, twice, but you know, that's here or there.
Suppose.
I talked a bit with Riza back when they were around. Ironically, in my notes, Iowa is one of the places that they were talking about when I was asking about Heaven's Reach and everything. What's it based off and so on.
That it is.
So it was kind of interesting. All that is connected. If everything is what you say, Neko Hazuki, somehow. I'm not used to someone playing that kind of game of using their future self to kill them, well, die, and then come back as a present.
I don't really know of all the outrageous things that Nico Hazuki can do. I just know she is quite a powerful person. She left a few things out for my and our safety. But if she's around, and if you get the opportunity, you're more than welcome to ask her, tell her your feelings.
I'm not into that kind of stuff. Yeah, disregard, I can do something similar. I'm just a traveler, not a person that's willing to fuck everything up. I get to point A to point B, and that's it.
Nico Hazuki, from what I understand, albeit limited, has a way of being able to see multiple outcomes and allowing those outcomes to see themselves through. So, according to her, she didn't disrupt the time flow whatsoever. She merely allowed it to do what it needed to do.
Sure. One of the things I wanted to ask, just, well, if you would have better access to anywhere. Don't get offended how I say this, but if Riza's intelligent enough, they would have left something, even if the Raven was killed, to keep eyes on you.
Ties on
I wouldn't
me.
trust Scarlet on
eyes of this place, so on. Because when it rains, it's normally tied to her being upset, then seasons, what some people said here.
I think they misunderstood. The rain is tied to Corvus. If Corvus is upset, then he does cry.
Badly disappointed on that, but that did happen. But I do want to note that Riza might have left something, and that's what they've been looking for.
Maybe. I would assume she would have told me directly whenever I met up with her, but if
Why?
so,
When this could possibly be an outcome.
that is true. Maybe it's something that I need to find whenever the time is right. I've had this bloody thing long enough. I'm just now able to use it.
You did well, aside from, all this madness. I do appreciate it.
Thank you. And you're welcome.
I'd rather talk shit later than before all this. I keep promises on that. Also, she stabbed me and I hate it. Bitch. Stood a little too close.
Yeah.
I would check on Nomad, by the way. I don't know where he is. He escorted the two Ravens to
Antherial, he's having a conversation with Antherial right now, a private one.
Then that went well. No, but I will keep my opinions of your dealings because it had a better outcome than I thought.
Alrighty.
You should get some rest.
For now, I want to talk to a
Playing with time is
friend
not
I haven't
good.
had the opportunity to talk to for a few weeks.
No worries. Get some rest, because playing with time is not a fun thing.
Indeed. We did it. We made a wrong into a right. It's nice to see you again. I have had to stay upon the island in between Riza and Q's for my meditations. I have missed coming here a lot. I know you have your ways of being able to see us outside of here, but this feels much, much more personable to me. I apologize for having to turn you off temporarily, although it was just a bit of a flip of a light switch. I imagine there are other people who have other things to say to me today in private. You know how it is anytime these big events happen. And I do want to talk to Ethereal as well. We'll have many more times to have a lot of other conversations, you and I now. So I look forward to that. For now, I am going to be a courteous host and walk about Heaven's Reach. It is lovely to see you again, Master Corvus. Chad, I need a piss. I'm gonna go find a tree to hide behind.
Is it?
Ares!
Bought into that capitalism. Or that capitalism, but that capital, I guess, of interest.
Ares!
Hi.
Why are people making such trouble?
Money.
Never hugging
I
Ares,
need
they are very injured.
I need just like a hug for old friend.
Why haven't they already?
Me and Ares fought on the battlefield together.
Don't put your hands near gears.
Moment of spare old time, old friend.
Stop it,
fought?
I know what meme you're doing.
Meme?
I knew exactly what you were doing.
Care to spare some time, old friend?
Absolutely.
If you wouldn't mind.
Lead the way.
And he's getting taken. Oh no, where's my...
Do you want a hug?
Oh my god, Cassie, don't be a where's my hug type of person.
Be careful about these damn thorns.
Two of the champions can be killed by a fire extinguisher.
Nice to see you.
Wow.
Nice to see you as well.
Awake.
You're
It's
giving
nice
out
to-
hugs?
Okay, I'll take a hug if you want, Brutus, but please don't squish me.
Okay.
The also one.
I'll be very light.
Yes, I do.
Calls for Ares.
That was nicer than usual.
Alright, I'm not going to keep Ares rating for much longer. I'll be out.
Go.
Guess I'll have to wait to piss, chat. Sorry, people wanted to give me a hug.
You're a good hugger, I don't blame them. Alright, so I saw the Ethereal and Lloyd walking up, and they told me the short story. You guys have her sealed in a clock, and then not only on top of that, you also managed to be able to do it all without hurting anyone. That's mighty impressive, you guys. But I think you could maybe provide a bit more detail.
I'm sure more detail will be provided in comms, but I'll give you some directly. A lot was said just a few minutes ago, but the short of it is Niku Hazuki's here.
That I also heard. How is she alive?
Niku Hazuki is a being that has a lot of abilities that we probably don't fully understand. But one of those abilities she trained and taught me, and that is soul separation. For a period of time, I was Limp Noodle here in Heaven's Reach. I don't know how often you visited during that time period. But
you astral projected. Where did you go?
I connected with another me that exists within another version of the same world that Riza was born into.
You were able to connect to a different body that was of an alternate universe. That's... David, that is beyond... What?
I can do it again.
Sorry,
if I want
I'm
to.
a little starstruck right now.
Same goes for Hamsky.
Hamsky, out of all people, learned that?
He did. I don't
Must
think...
have been one hell of an out-of-body experience, tell you what.
It was. I'll give you the short of the story, because I just explained the whole thing, and I don't know if I want to go into a lot of details, but I'll give you the short story. And it was, I woke up in a village unfamiliar to me with no knowledge of anything, and not knowing who I was, except for that my name is David, and I need to find Niku Hazuki. Prior to this, Niku Hazuki approached me here in Heaven's Reach, after I had made that unfortunate deal with Scarlet Cane. And she let me know she was going to teach me something that was going to let us take care of her, so that way she wouldn't be a problem anymore. At least a problem until she needs to be a problem. So, that is why I went on my soul-separated journey. And I woke up in the village, knowing nothing of who I was, just that I needed to find Niku Hazuki, and I met a great many people along my journey that helped get me to where I needed to go. One of those people being Hamsky. He existed within the same situation as myself, having no memories of who he was, outside of the fact that he has a name, and he's looking for Niku Hazuki as well. So the two of us eventually found her. And, after we got out of there, we awoken, and, I was able to I am now able to control this thing, and I don't even know if you remember this thing, but I've had this thing for what feels like years now.
I remember.
I know.
You used it to guide us through the... No, not guide us through the in-between, but you had it.
I turned back time with it briefly here at Heaven's Reach at one point in time.
That's
and
it.
never knew
that's
how
what
to
it
how to use this thing until today. And using this and soul separation, myself, Hamsky, Riza, Niku Hazuki, and Kokomi bound Scarlet Cane. She is now in an infinite time loop.
Riza and Kokomi.
Yes.
May have missed a part. Was this during the time of your soul separation?
So there's a couple of parts I left out. At one point in time, I met Zarkon there, and he was not himself. He was the general of the Ebon Drake, and therefore he was quite an aggressive fellow. Despite my better judgment, I went with him, myself and Hamsky, and we ended up finding ourselves trapped. He killed the both of us. Just before, I guess, the strings of fate, or whatever you want to call it, were snapped, though, Kokomi appeared before us. And she reminded Hamsky of a few things that he needed to know. And then a few moments after that, Riza appeared before me. And she did the same. Riza is alive, and I'm not talking about the tower that has Riza. I'm talking about the Raven. She's with Niku Hazuki. She can't come here right now. Niku Hazuki is teaching her something. I don't know what. But at some point she will reconvene with us. She misses us all very much.
Wait, so you're saying she remembers us? That's... Oh my god, my body's fidgeting. Just... That's bloody fucking brilliant. She's back and she has her memories and she brought back someone that helped us get into the in-between. But something doesn't sit right with me. We have Scarlet Cane sealed and bound to that. We have Riza. We have... Paranoia settling in, I guess. These are a lot of very good events, but why does it feel almost staged? Why do I feel like there's something else gonna happen next? What do we have to do next?
The tunnel in Exodyssea.
That's actually what I was about to suggest. Now that Scarlet Cane isn't around, there is a bunch of individuals there that are no longer under her whip. I would suggest you all go into Exodyssea, or prepare to at least, to see what's in there, what she's been working on.
Not only that, but I believe a set of ravens who originally were in her jurisdiction are now out without a commanding officer.
And what of the War World?
Oh yeah, there's that one too.
World is something that, of course, will be handled in due time as well. A grand majority of all this will be taken care of once we complete the tower's objective by climbing it.
And so through Exodyssea we can get there, right?
Yes.
It'll be a little bit of an uphill climb,
but we finally have our A to B.
And to put things in perspective, Miss Ares, as was revealed today, there has been someone who has been helping us make sure that the stars are aligned. So yes, it's going to feel a little staged. But that's what happens when those of us who like to pluck at the strings of fate ends up happening. We all have our own stories we like to tell.
I guess it's just a matter of, forgive me for going a little off topic. I came back from fighting the Elite Foundry. I participated in the raid and I'm a bit worse for wear at the moment. Give me one more week to recover and I'll be able to be back in fighting shape again. But I'm also, I don't know. I guess I feel like rays of hope are finally being casted down at me all at once, and I guess it's just getting a little too bright sometimes. Gotta be careful.
I'm not used to this either, but I'm going to enjoy it.
As everyone is used to winning.
Is Niku still around?
Thank God. Thank God I'm fucking
I believe that she has at least taken her leave. That doesn't necessarily mean that she won't pop out of nowhere.
All right.
For you to talk to if you want to.
Well, I didn't really have much else to say
That
besides a
being said-
goodbye, but
So, Riza's
I think you'll get the
returned to
chance to
us.
say that soon enough.
Niku Hazaki has returned back to us. Our formidable enemy is now kept under lock and key, and we have finally an objective to tell our vanguards we can go this place and we can get things done again.
I will go so far as to
This-
say this. They are not returned unto us, but they are definitely on our side. So,
And-
we still have our own objectives to work.
something else I noticed while I was, soul separated and is being assisted with binding Scarlet Cane, although it was blurry, is I don't think her ravens really wanted to have anything to do with her anymore.
From what I could see from the perspective, it looked as if they were only following her in order to enjoy their freedom.
But now no one's holding the leash anymore.
That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to immediately become hostile. It might mean that they're more amicable. Because as it stands, if any of them probably stood out against her, she would have offed them and they would have been back at the tower trapped, unable to be on this little adventure that she has taken them on. So, there might actually be some good to all of this too. I'm not necessarily saying that that is a ray of hope, but it is a negotiating factor at least. That being said,
I can work
one
with
thing
that.
that I wanted to say. Everything that is going on my end has made my desire to take that journey even more so solidified. Once I'm back from the journey, I will be ready and willing to help. But I'm hoping that in doing what I had intended to do might also give me some answers for myself.
All right.
This is good, guys. This is very good.
Just know that I have full faith in you, and I will be leaving someone behind should you need anything from the Twilight side of things.
Surely good. I thank you. You will be missed.
David.
I'll be back, I promise.
Before I leave, or before you leave, sorry, I'm meaning to say something to the both of you. An event occurred 7 days ago. Something that I'm still working out the process of understanding, but an alter ego of sorts has been spawned inside of my conscious. She's known as Havoc. This isn't a form of DID or another soul bound to me scenario. This is my Voidborn evolution cycle. I've underkept a lot of unrelenting grief for the past years, and I have not been able to face it. And because of that, it has spawned this entity that kind of fed off of it for 2 years straight. So I want to warn you guys firstly. I've made a pact with it with the assistance of my family. This thing has been put under pact that I am not allowed to harm innocents, or Havoc isn't allowed to harm innocents, and it is only supposed to be fighting the bad guys. Beyond that, it also is put underneath a third thing that if it is asked to return the body back to me, it would do so without any ifs, ands, or buts. But that only counts toward the family members. If you see me become purple and with wings and scales on the face, that's not me.
I will go so far as to ask the question. Considering that the champions were all considered a family at one point, would that count?
No. I would have to add that to the pact, and that would require me having to converse with Havoc and ask for the stipulation to be added. But even so, to add things onto a contract, a cost must be met first.
Of course. It was just me wanting to make sure of clarification. After all,
Of
battle
course.
brothers and sisters.
They are a chaotic entity, like Voidlings usually are, or Voidborn usually are. I have no idea what her actual motives and intentions are, but she seeks fun. She seeks to enjoy herself with challenge.
I know chaos all too well. Anyways, I'm off to make preparations for myself, so...
Sorry to randomly drop down on the both of you, but I want you both to be made aware before you get blindsided. And to you, Miss Q, thank you for your assistance, and I wish you luck on your travel.
Of course.
Where'd she like go? Even like that's like a portal, but like, does she actually?
She goes in the
Does
queue
she
hole.
see herself going down?
She goes in the queue hole.
The queue.
She goes to the queue hole.
Degenerates, a lot of you.
Degeneracy? No. It was a hole. She went in it. What?
There was like obvious square-shaped like patterns on the ground. That wasn't a hole. I mean, okay, maybe it was like a hole, like that she like divoted herself in, but
it's a hole.
The Q hole. That's gross.
It's her hole. One of them.
What about your hole? Do you have holes?
I have a few.
Don't answer that. But don't you dare ask me that. My wife would literally rip me in half and find a way to rip you in half.
Asking you
too.
anything.
She's a
Get out of
doctor.
here.
She works like that.
So guys, you missed. Even if you pull off a cat signal.
Alright. See you around the queue.
I want to see that.
Hello again.
You go to bed.
Do I say hello? I am David.
Do I just be myself?
Is that the right
You
reply?
can.
Going to bed.
Hello, David. I am Brutus.
She could pull off looking like you.
Well, you said hello again, David. So I was wondering if the reply is hello. I am David.
Also, if you actually hold on.
No. Yeah, you can do that. Yes, that's what
All right,
Brutus
there
does.
you go. Hello, I am David.
Basically, if anyone says hello, Brutus, they say hello, I am Brutus.
I've gathered that. I was just not sure if saying hello,
And
how
this is
are you
hello, I
doing, and
just say
then the
hello.
name is qualifies for the hello, I am.
Oh, that also qualifies.
All right. Well, there you go.
It does. Can you remind me how long a day out there is here, just so Brutus doesn't lose track of time when he stays here to rest?
It depends on the person. From what I understand, it differs by person, so I can't really tell you. For some people, a day is a week. For some people, it's longer. Lee Rock has
I hop
plenty of
in and out
experience.
semi-frequently, so I can help you gauge it if you really want to keep track.
I just need a good week of rest, so I'm assuming basically a day or something out there will be fine for me. I mean, I've already
I will
slept
help
here a
keep track
day,
for
so
you. You're good. You're fine.
I used basically all of my stamina. I literally passed out at the end of the fight. And I was able to get up, but I was basically walking around with... Have you ever had that crinkly bone feeling?
Once upon a time.
It's when you've literally used every single caloric intake and also every single piece of energy, so it just feels like your bones are grinding against each other. They're really not, but it feels like that because of all your muscle endings and everything. Just really, really hurts. Like
Is Orion still
your
around, by
muscle-
the way?
Yes, he was fucking the Hope
Okay, jolly good.
outside.
I think I'll make a
Orion
round,
needed
see
you.
if I can find him. Oh, I don't think he needs me. It's more I need him.
Ah.
Ah.
I don't think I can.
Take care, David.
Never been that tank top person.
Take care, David.
I'll be around. Who is DM? I keep getting pings, but I don't see anything in my DM. Do I need... Also, that's... Yeah, I didn't... Who's pinging me right now? Whoop. I'm gonna find... Athena's around if you're...
Nice grip.
Hello. Yes.
You
Hello.
you got a clock there.
It's a remote.
Weird fucking remote. Don't lose it between the seats of a sofa.
I don't plan to. I still need a piss. I'm gonna find a hot spot to piss, and then I'm gonna go find Orion. This is the piss spot, chat, right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, we're back. everywhere. Maybe the... I think somebody just... Oh, there's Varg. Is this a private conversation? All right. I will be on my way then.
Don't like where this is going.
So I took them and talked them down from talking.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. I'm going to relax.
Where? Mitsu most likely went to Ethan to ask about the councilman seat and why they didn't come and ask you guys first. So I'm most likely going to get my ass beat out at some point. I'm just warning you just in case they come and ask you. Hey, I am honest and I will not hide from you guys because you guys are to know. But yeah, I do have good information though. It's not looking for this moment. We're in the clear. I have people that are gonna let
Now that today's events have passed, it's chill out time.
That it is.
So you guys did it.
Yes, we did the thing. David did the thing.
Oh, cool! You did the thing.
But now, like I said, we
Congratulations on doing the thing.
I did the
Well,
thing.
myself, man.
The thing has been
Don't worry.
done. There was a lot of stress, but
you guys,
success.
You guys still watch Hollow City just in case those ticking time bombs are still laying around, and I'll worry about the now current threat of this person's benefactor.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Their ages.
Champions Island, I think.
Oh yeah, I need to go bully Sky. Sky has my crystals because of that comment. They asked to meet Rack, by the way. They're like, "Have you seen Malleus?" I'm like, and goodbye communication devices.
Why my sibling is wanting to go talk to that freak, I don't know, and I don't care. As long as she doesn't, you know.
Hi, I have to play diplomat sometimes. If you see him, beat them for me. Because at least you can do that for me. I'm not allowed to get into family matters. I have my own family matters to worry about. Hell, my daughter could have showed up and that would have been on edge.
I get there's such thing as a very, very stupid decision. Trust me, I've made plenty. But, like...
I haven't made enough.
Whatever. I'm trying to remain in a good mood since, you know... W! Victory today!
David hasn't made enough either. You only made 2 so far. Hey, playing on gambles is a very fun thing to do.
Yeah. It also sucks. Take it from someone else who knows.
Take the positives, not the negatives. Hi, Brutus. Yes, we're all fine.
No, I'm just sitting here. It's relaxing.
Remy, how's it
just
going?
thinking of times. In a little over a month,
Maybe
it'll
want
be...
some tea? I can go grab some tea real quick, since we're just sort of hanging out.
I'll take some tea. In a little over a month, well, at least out there, up here, will be 1 year since I've come here.
The months get closer. He's gonna show again and try to beat the shit out of me.
Miss Cassie.
Santa Claus.
Oh. Don't I just take Lerock's place then?
You can. I'm
He's
sure
not
there's
sitting
enough
there
room
now.
for all of us. This is a pretty big bench.
I don't
So
think
true.
Or-
I can just
with you
skip
two on
very close to you.
Yeah, you can.
Brutus?
And if not, well, you know how they say.
Oh, not. Oh, not. There's a spot. Oh.
Oh, sorry about this thing.
Mind of its own.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
You have your own Iron Maiden, David.
You want some tea?
Yeah, I
Cassie,
do.
boy?
I'm sorry.
No, thank you.
I got some already. That'll be good for now. Let everybody else get them.
Real quick.
Yes. The time that I came here was like right during my naming day, when I was coming back to my home to get my knighthood. And then I ended up in the Warrens. A lot of things have happened in a year. Well, almost a year.
Oh.
We just never thought
Here
he'd be
goes for another
punching
year.
giant robots, as they call them. They hurt.
Well, here's to another year of existing. Oh boy.
Huzzah!
We'll have to ask.
Existence.
We'll have to ask Master Fable and Master Higgs and probably Scalos, if I may, go on a personal journey in the Warrens to go to the location of where my master died to pay respects. Hopefully they will let me do that.
Decrepit.
I am going to be making my leave.
I hope that you all have a wonderful evening.
Enjoy yourself.
Why are you leaving so soon?
How many people can do that? Just disappear? Man, Brutus couldn't disappear. He's too big and fat.
3 of them can do it that way.
Imagine
They're all
Brutus just
siblings.
disappearing. I feel like the explosive recovery force would be just too gigantic for Brutus to
lightning?
go away like that.
The
I
answer
guess
is
sort of
one too
concussion.
few, because I want to do it as well.
Well, I don't know, Kaiga.
I don't know about Kaiga. I know the sisters have, like, trained fully into it. I don't know about Kaiga. Or Butch. I know
He's
they have
on a good
lightning
way to do it.
abilities.
I have never seen Butch
It's gonna become a
teleport,
time.
so who knows?
You should have seen it yesterday when he was using full power in the arena.
I saw his new uniform.
It looks interesting.
I think I was
Reminds
still
me
in a
of,
blur of
people.
whirlwind of information that I learned from doing stuff from Miss Q. I think that's what I was doing. I was still processing that.
I am simply just a tool to be used until I'm not needed. And then I go on my own volition and cause problems.
That is.
That is honesty.
That is a horrible way to look at life.
Can you do the thing again and banish the rat?
Good night to you all.
No. Have a
Good
good
night.
night,
Take care.
Athena.
Oh, good night. Good job.
Athena?
Why do you want to
Good night. Why are you rat?
Phillips was taking the training a little bit too seriously. She hasn't said a single word to me.
I don't think she can, Miss Athena. The two of you, when you are around, she seems to be rather tight-lipped. I don't think she can speak when you're around.
She hasn't even grabbed a paper.
I'll talk to her.
I'll say this again, I trust you with this, being her home.
I thank you.
Oh, Calypso's alright. Haven't seen them in a bit either. Would like to say hello.
She will be.
Give her the good news and have her rest. He's training too much.
I'm sure she'll be interested to hear about this. That's for sure.
I've seen
After
people
this
get
last-
killed because of overexertion in training. That's the reason why he keeps telling people to relax before
After
major
this-
conflict zone.
Doubt we'll reach to that point.
It was just
After
ironic
this
that
last-
yesterday. Go for it.
No, it's just mine was simple. After this last few days where Brutus and all these others were doing these things, even Brutus needs to rest a little bit. Although he is curious if he's learned anything new. I won't lie, exerting myself out that much, I'm definitely probably stronger after that. Well, once I
Or
recover.
maybe once you're feeling up to snuff, we'll have a bout. See what you got.
Okay. As Ethan has said, whatever that means.
So-
Hello, Hope.
You doing okay?
Has Orion left for the
I
evening?
swear.
Oh.
Is Orion alright?
I wanted to have a conversation with that lad.
A
Perhaps
soldier
we
is a
can-
soldier?
Hopefully a good combo.
No need to apologize.
Why do you want me banished?
Stick.
What did I do to you?
It's not what you... You just said it yourself. You're gonna cause problems on your own volition. So I'm just taking care of, well, you know, before we have another LF situation.
You're not having another LF situation. Sorry,
I
I
wouldn't
don't
be
go
so
mentally
sure
insane.
about that.
That's the,
Worst case would be
this
me
is
going
the,
on a wind shot for a certain group of
remote.
people, but you know,
the thing
that's
that let me do what I was able to do with
an insignificant problem to anybody here.
It also lets me control time here in Heaven's Reach. Isn't that wacky?
Oh.
Oh, look, you can do the thing.
Mm.
You do the thing that
I was talking about.
What's that?
You are much stronger now.
Oh, this is just a
The,
remote.
The god of time and space.
No.
With a remote.
Maybe just Heaven's Reach.
Hey man, it's like that one movie.
David.
Anyways.
The holder of the Eldritch remote.
No, not your time. Heaven's Reaches.
Okay.
I'm sure you will get tall. Just need to give it a bit longer.
They're gonna be taller than me, like everybody else.
Yes, she is. She's going to be as tall as Miss Riza was.
She's already taller than
so
you.
fucking tall. Everybody's taller than me. I don't know why I complain anymore.
You can blame
time.
as long as the urge to. Never mind.
Will you age like a norm? I don't want to say it that way. That sounds so rude. How will you? God, I don't know how to ask
Most
that.
likely.
I think Miss Riza was taller than Brutus, so if you become as tall as your mom, yeah.
You'd be taller than Brutus.
Yes, Lady Risa was taller than Brutus, I think. Yes. Or just about that tall. I was just curious how long before you get that tall. I assume the way time works, I might come here one day and you'll be like an extra foot in height.
Are you transitioning to Calypso? Was that a hint? Okay. I'll see you soon.
When do you get a growth spurt?
I'm going to take Miss Athena's words, and I'm going to go see Calypso very briefly.
Alright.
But if all goes well, I'll be back. If not, I'll probably
I hate
be going
predictions.
to bed.
Good night.
By the way, we will be here.
Oh, jolly good.
Brutus will be sleeping here tonight as well. Unless they... Well, no, I'm not going on any mission.
No,
As soon as
you can stay here. It's
Hey,
fine.
Calypso,
I will
say
help you
hi.
keep track of time.
I will.
I will be going to Dragonspire to do my duties at least. Even though I have low stamina, I can at least do a little bit longer.
Say if you want. I'm not tired of very
Nomad last I saw him went to Champions Isle.
Yesterday I said I'm gonna stay here until this happens because the 2-week timer it started. Ironically, I only had to wait 1 day.
Alright, sounds good. And now I turn into a helicopter. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So bright. Hello. like some tea? I never had a father. So I never really knew what it was like to be raised by one. Most of my family growing up was soldiers of higher rank than myself. If I were to make a mistake, my training would revolve around getting beaten until I had learned my lesson. I don't feel that is appropriate. I have not told anyone besides those who need to know. Not even Hope or Mitsu knows why you are here. I used to wonder what it was like to be raised by a family. What sort of a man would I have grown up into? I sometimes wonder who my parents were, what they looked like. Growing up, I would imagine them. Scenarios of picnics and outings. Hey Kimmy, thanks for the raid. What is on your mind, Calypso?
I tainted the ceremony. Tainted this uniform. I didn't want to do it.
What ceremony?
A ceremony where I become a champion.
Did they say something to you that day?
Speech. I tried to kill a champion. That's how I tainted everything. I shouldn't be here.
Everyone who wears the title of a champion at some point in time has done something they shouldn't. Being able to forgive yourself is the first step to being able to get over these humps, so to say.
How am I meant to forgive myself? This. supposed to count on each other. I didn't know what happened to you when Hercule was leaving, and I panicked. And I heard about a deal to make it all go away. And then I made my move. I was stupid.
If I never would have walked through that door, Calypso, none of that would have ever happened. I abandoned my champions because of my want to see someone who is far gone. And because my emotions blinded me, I put everyone who walked in that door and everyone who was outside of that door in danger. Because of my decision, you were led to emotionally make the decision that you came up to. I left hope in danger, almost breaking a promise that I would always be here. I would always come back and be by her side. I let a lot of my comrades down. And I am supposed to be a leader. We make mistakes. And thus I to you. We make decisions out of emotion because we are desperate. It doesn't matter how many powers we wield. We are still emotional beings. I don't want... I've seen what happens to people when people die. People want to seek out revenge for the ones that they lost, that they love. The ones that they care for gone. It's an endless cycle. Needless bloodshed solves nothing.
I just don't recognize myself anymore. I still can't believe that I went out of my way to try to kill someone. It's not who I am. I don't know what to think or what to feel. I'm just sorry.
I was going to kill all of them at one point. Or try to.
Huh?
When I first joined the tower. This whole crusade. I didn't care about any of it. I just wanted my wish. I fought alongside all of them. Developed a relationship with them. But even then, I still wanted that wish. The way my body looks is a reminder of that corruption. I knew I couldn't win. In that arena, I was so damn weak. I was probably the weakest of all of the champions. So I made a deal. In exchange for my body, I asked them to change me, make me stronger. And they did. I got stronger. We fought a large dragon-like creature inside of the wastelands of Zephyra as champions. People knew something changed about me, but they didn't ask. And I was happy. Miss Persephone said I remember at that time the only thing that changed about me was my eyes was a little bit red and I had a white streak in my hair. Miss Persephone said I looked like a badass. Started wearing black. Then my whole body changed. It was painful. And by the time it was over, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was a monster. And that's when I finally realized what I had done and what I was doing. And that I could never go back.
You look like this because you wanted the wish for yourself?
My whole body is made up of a material that is hated by a great many people. A material that at one point killed some friends of your father's that he was very close to. A material that stole a lot of children's childhoods from them.
It's tragic.
A phrase that I have told a great many people who suffer from similar unfortunate circumstances as myself because of decisions maybe that they made or maybe that came upon them without their own choosing. Do not let the monster define who you are. For a long time, I would sit in this big ship that a close friend of mine let me stay in while I wallowed and did nothing. I don't remember what happened the night that no one remembers, but I think it was the tower that got me back up on my feet and started fighting again. Nomad. While I am not Nomad, I feel like I understand him a fair bit. Because it feels like to me the state of life he is living right now is a state of life I once lived. And one day I hope that he will change just as I have. But we cannot force that change. As for you, now is where you decide what you want to do going forwards. And that is your decision to make. And whatever decision that may be, I will be there for it. I am not your father, Calypso, but in a way I have become your caretaker.
Can I still be trusted?
The night before the day that no one remembers, I invited your father into a meeting with me, and he approached me and he saw with his own eyes the monster I had become. I told him a lot of things, a lot of feelings related to him, how I felt about him. I told him I wanted to give him one more chance. Let me trust you. Don't ever do anything like that again.
Pursuing what I attempted to do hurt me a lot.
Thank you for the raid.
But the feeling of trying to do something for this place
Oh shit.
was stronger.
Thanks for the sub, dude. 32 months. Fuck.
But I do regret it.
And you're gonna have to carry that weight. It's up to you on how you wish to learn from that lesson.
If you don't mind, I would like to stay here for a couple more days and think about everything.
That is why you are here. To meditate.
Yeah.
you, David.
Of course. I think I will say,
I'm sorry.
I forgive you. I will leave you be for now. If you need anything, please let me know.
All right.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Okie dokie, coffee. What? Arena shenanigans. Oh! Miss Hope! You're playing games? It went well, I think. She's resting in your bed right now. I hope that's not a problem. We can snuggle together close tonight. Few people up at the pagoda. Oh, really? Everyone at the pagoda then? Let's go. Would you like to go and sit? That is, as long as they're not having a private conversation. All right, jolly good. I have a little bit more time before I wish to go for a bit of a night.
God, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, David.
Am I welcome to join, or are we having private conversations?
Yeah.
Yes, come
Oh,
here.
you
Oh,
were
it's not
perfectly
private.
fine.
Lovely.
No, we were talking about things. How are you doing since you've woken up? I haven't got a chance to talk to you.
Very well.
That's good. I guess then lots of good news.
Do you wanna
that has
sit
been
down?
Going around.
There's room right there. There's room right here, Miss Hope.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got
okay,
him on
well,
my
look,
lap, I'm
right,
sorry.
She just wants to sit down there. If we're being honest, I'm
She
pretty sure
has
the
been
floor is
watching
not much
over
more
you.
comfortable than this slab of stone, so...
Mm-hmm. She has been also watching over you for the entire time you were asleep.
I know she has. I woke up with a lot of tater tots and chicken nuggets all over my body.
Good job, Hope. Good job.
That's funny.
We were speaking on the recent happenings that have happened outside of here.
Yes.
Lots of good news. So.
Indeed. Antherio, how are you feeling?
Just tired.
Okay.
It's really tired. Starting to fall asleep on my lap.
I see this has become the gathering spot for the remainder of the night.
It has, and you know, this pagoda really doesn't get as much attention as it deserves.
It's very beautiful.
I'll chill up here from time to time, but yeah, it's definitely a bit underused.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need to.
Hey, look,
We're
David,
speaking
I'm like
on-
metal, like you know.
Oh my god.
Oh!
You worry me. You and Kaiga were both worrying me during the entire thing.
Is there a story?
Listen.
It was electrical charges.
Oh, big robot stomped on my spine twice.
I remember that.
Oh god, yeah. Well, those big robots are now gone. I really wanted to smack one of them.
I think they should
Well,
remove his
the one who did it
chiropractic
is
license.
Stop!
Surely good.
Stop that right now.
I'm going to say something that Persephone would tell me, and I would say, you look badass.
I was gonna do probably a her joke.
Oh, Hope has
Not a
questions.
Persephone joke. Probably a joke you'd do.
We also
Don't mind me.
Okay.
Oh.
Have you talked
Okay,
to
who is this?
No.
I love that this is.
Taya.
Give me a second. Let me ask
Is
my
this
question
your
first.
concubine now?
No. Did you talk to Nomad at all tonight?
Whoa! Cass!
Did I talk to Nomad?
Did you get the chance to, by chance?
No.
Oh. Will you?
Probably yes.
Okay. Jolly good.
He needs it.
To
Our
answer
talk
your
was-
question, you've been to the memorial a great few times. This is the lady that stands to Riza's left. Nico Hazak.
Hello, Miss Hope.
Finally, good to meet you.
Good to meet
Heard
you
many
too.
stories.
Wait, but did you fake your death?
No. No, I did not.
I'm confused.
The universe is a convolution of a great ball of twistings and turnings, timey-wimey stuff.
Very
Why can't
nice
it just
self.
be flat?
No one likes it flat. It's no fun that way.
I hate you. I hate that we were. Get out of my head, Cassie. Get out of my fucking head.
Oh.
Alright. Alrighty then. Moving topics. Hope has question.
Yes, Hope.
Scarlet is taken care of. Can I go outside on my own now?
Yes, Dad. Can
Why are you looking at me?
Yes, Dad.
Go ahead.
Green light is a go.
Hope Adventures!
I would still say sometimes take a buddy, though. It's still dangerous even out there sometimes.
It's dangerous.
Safety numbers.
Dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
All the jokes in the world you make when you come back.
I can make more.
Been saving them up for a little while now. He's got to let them all
I
out.
know. He does this.
I'm stuck in a
Every single
fortress for 2 weeks.
I
And I don't think
know.
they got humor very well. Or they just, didn't like me. One or the other.
So what kind of dungeon do they have?
Why do you want to know the dungeon, Kaz?
You know what? I won't answer that question just so you'll constantly wonder.
Well, it gives me the fun to ask you a million more times until you answer.
Oh boy.
Can we wait until he rests? Can we wait until he rests before you start asking the questions?
I'll give a recap of all that stuff later.
After you've slept. After you've had a meal and in a nice bath and slept for a day or two.
I will be here for as long as I'm needed. There are still a couple of things that I need to take care of.
That's good to know.
So
I'd honestly
take it around.
like to just talk to you, even if it's just for the sake of getting to know you a bit better. I heard a lot of stories
Yeah.
and knew what you did, and it'd be nice to talk
I know
to
you are the curious one. Don't expect too many answers.
Fair.
Hooray.
But did David already give you that?
She has been vague to me a few times as well.
Oh. Secrets that can't be told. I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, no, I'm not going to ask about the future. I'd rather unfold that myself.
That is a lie. But if you want to tell me his future, you can always tell me.
Yes! Hopefully the future's looking a lot brighter now.
Whatever destiny may bring at us, we will face it.
Together. We're gonna have to.
The word of a dying hero.
Question is, would you rather face it together or alone?
No,
I'd choose
I was
together.
gonna say, you know how I work. I will
I know.
do what I feel needs to be done, and if something tries to deny me, I will try and sever that and push through anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You were always someone who didn't always believe in fate. And you always wanted to break it.
I did used to say that a lot in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'll die, but I just hope it's for a good reason. But that's one thing I've always hated, is the thought of dying a pointless death.
Hopefully, we can all die peacefully as much as we can.
Though,
And to hope.
though that statement of fate was when it was usually in dire situations. I was always saying if our fate was a dire one, I would simply sever that fate and forge a new one.
Always said that, especially when we got married. Was that one of your vows?
No. That's a fate I was happy with.
I know.
I would certainly hope so. It's marriage.
Yeah. I said I was here for the long haul. I'd been to hell and back with this man, and I would do it all over again if it meant he was safe.
In my defense, she doesn't look like on the grave.
I don't look like my memorial?
You're not all,
Just
crystallized
first of all,
and
you're not
frozen.
blue.
I mean, yeah,
I was gonna say, just the outfit's a bit different.
I do believe, though, the overall shape is pretty well done.
It is.
Yeah, that's why I had to do a double take when I walked into the core area and see you there. I'm just like, huh?
I go and check this now.
Okay.
Oh?
Oh, you're gonna actually look. Alright.
Oh no. He's...
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look now.
Oh no, the curiosity. We were talking also about the state of affairs outside of here with everything that recently has happened. Ugh.
So, question.
I am very ignorant.
Oh no.
Yes, I do already have one question. Just on the fact that you're
already
here.
there.
Does that...
Okay.
You taught him that thing that he did, the separation.
Soul separation, yeah.
Is that how you're here right now?
You are sharp, yes. I am soul separating right now.
Okay.
What is... I am so confused of what soul separation even is.
Oh, right, you did miss a story.
Yeah, I did. I was kind of like throwing my guts up, Lyric. I've been
You
doing
can't
something
really
that's
truly fathom it unless you have experienced it. But the short of it is that you leave yourself behind.
So like astral traveling?
Oh no, you can't touch me.
Soul separation is a little bit different. You're not projecting.
This is
a real body.
It's not
my body, but it is a real body. And I can bleed.
I can move things
around, and I can do all sorts of things, just like you.
I'm like, that slightly blows my mind because I never even fucking heard of that. Or I don't think any person I've met or being I've met has ever heard about that before. Really have a body and a soul that lead in every, and you're still the same person.
It is a very ancient art that I was taught from the 8 masters of the world where I came from.
They've put a lot of trust in me to learn such a thing.
Is it the same world that Risa came from? Or
Yes.
Admiral? Hmm.
So what's it like? What's it like being the hung moon hero?
This is where everyone's at.
Okay.
What's it like being the hung moon hero?
Hello, I am Brutus. This rotunda is not Brutus size. I always forget.
I don't know. I don't really I don't get to hear too much about that all the time. You know,
Let me move out this way.
off
You trying to get down?
the things that I think are right. So the stories that people tell about the hung moon hero, they all differ in a way, I think.
But I don't hear them too
If
often.
you don't mind me joining you.
I guess they're renditions of the acts that they've witnessed you do.
Yes.
All I've heard about them have been from here.
Did
I'm
you
curious what the stories are over there.
ever defeat the Ebon Drake?
Evan Drake?
The Abendrake, I did have my encounters with them. It was during the time when Empress Yunma Fei started to rule Zaiwei.
Still defeat her.
I remember that I made my way into the Ebendrake Citadel deep in Solok that day. And I did encounter Zakan. I did not defeat him. However, I did bring him back to the Tower of Hope at the time.
Wait. That's what the name of the tower was called?
Yes.
Is it still called that? Like, now?
No.
The Tower
The
of
tower, how it was back then, does not exist in that shape or form anymore.
What was the
Maybe.
Tower of Hope like?
The Tower of Hope was something that Corvus built. The world where Corvus was from was ruled under a very strict king. His name was King Cassius. Corvus wanted to build a symbol of hope. That's what it originally was. He invited people all over the world to break their boundaries and make them understand that they have a voice in the world. That was the true purpose of the tower, until everything changed eventually, once King Cassius burned it all down.
Burn the tower itself? Why? It was a place that was meant to
Strict
be a
king.
beacon.
It wasn't a beacon for him. To him, it would most likely be viewed as a tower of rebellion against his rules.
Tyrants
You got
don't
that pretty right.
exactly like the concept of hope.
It's because it's this very strong thing. People fight sometimes. and use it to.
He most likely feared that if enough voices gathered, they'd start having a louder voice than him.
And rebelling.
Zarkan was actually his royal guard.
Wow. So, even the royal guard turned his back on him.
Yes.
I want to know the story behind that. That sounds way too interesting to. Hmm.
Sorry to interrupt, but hello. I met you before.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I am Brutus the Longsword, son of Mogar, squire of Crotus, champion of Rectorina, and slayer of Direworm. It's a pleasure to meet you. You may call me Brutus for short. Hello.
All right, Brutus. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
But no, David, like I said before, Zarkan never had the pleasure of being defeated. Until the day you made your way into that realm.
Wait. You defeated Zarkan from, like... Ow.
I did, but that was just a manifestation. So
it was the
separated.
Zarkan that was with you.
Yes.
Oh, so you... Oh.
They
And
both soul
Zarkan was
separated
connected.
at the same time.
You're saying, oh, you're saying the Zarkan, that is my Zarkan, has never been defeated before.
Yes.
Oh.
Hmm. And Zarkan's a piece of you, or...
He didn't complete the tower, though. He was defeated then.
He was, but during a different time. When it came to the tower, he wanted to do everything he could to be able to reach that wish with the others. During his time with the Ebendrake, there was nothing more that he wished for than being stopped deep down.
He was so strong, he wanted to stop fighting.
The power that he has grasped from the Ebendrake was corrupting him greatly. He thought that was something that he wanted, but it wasn't.
Power corrupts all. Depending on the power, for no reason.
Zarkan went back to the tower after I encountered him. That's when he changed his mindset. But before that, during the times of the Ebendrake, he had wished that somebody would stop it.
He just wanted to finally be able to rest.
When you soul separated together with him, he was reminded of those times.
I know.
And you have done something that he would have wished for.
Yeah.
Sounds like you finally put him to rest. He needed.
He's still here.
Yeah.
They got closure.
I hope
on
so.
some things.
Yeah.
I hope so. Because, he was very apologetic. And I would hate to have to
I
relive
can
that.
understand why. During his times of the Ebon Drake, he was a very ruthless man.
And if you say the power corrupt him, maybe he didn't always like what he was doing. Might have made some bad do it for the sake of his own living. Or is it because the power was that?
Also, I have to say, I really like Miss Riza's iteration of Heaven's Reach.
Iteration of?
Yes.
You know, I would have liked to have seen what it actually looked like.
Unfortunately, when your soul separated in that realm, you fell from the rock.
I figured that one out, yes.
Oh!
Aww.
Okay, first off, interesting to know that Heaven's Reach is not just something of Riza's creation, it's inspired by something from her world. Makes sense. But also, you fell from it?
That makes sense.
Am...
Maybe that's why you forgot everything.
Maybe. I am a monk of the Hung Moon clan. And Hamsky is as well.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
did say Hamsky was...
Asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turns out Hamsky was with
right.
David, where he went.
First.
Yeah.
Look, I wasn't going to make assumptions at the time, but apparently it was in fact the case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
but
your
yes.
first.
And he goes
David
by Matthew.
fell from the rock into the ocean at the Viridian coast and was fortunate enough to be found by Du Chun.
Circling back to the topic of the tower, there's a question that's been lingering in my head that I don't think will ever be answered. I'm not sure if it's allowed to be, but it's something that I've wondered ever since I heard a lot about the history. Is that the tower became what it is now because of some greater force, and curiosity has always made me wonder what that force was. Like, if it was an entity or if it was something else.
It is a great question. Because I'm still trying to figure out what caused it to.
No one knows. Not even back then.
It's been a mystery for me for the longest time how the Tower of Hope turned into the Tower of Champions. Corvus's prison. I've seen many fate lines, have seen many outcomes and possibilities, but I yet have to figure out how exactly it happened.
Did Corvus pass away in the Tower of Hope?
Pass away as in he died?
Mm-hmm. When it was burned down?
No, he didn't.
glance at that one for you.
I was about to say, you've spoken to him, haven't you?
I don't think he really explained how it happened, but he did mention while his power was burning in cinders, he watched as the ravens that... This is a little bit morbid, so please excuse me. He watched as the ravens that devoured his comrades became said comrades. Aligned with that tower. Souvenir! What is it?
Oh.
2 pumpkins! Well, jolly good. I will plant these. And we'll grow some more pumpkins.
Right, the pumpkins have started to appear in Dragonspire.
Yeah.
Did you walk down to...
Oh, these aren't stupid cursed pumpkins, are they?
Yes, okay.
No, they're
Okay.
probably just.
You said they just started to
Stop
appear, and so I want to make sure I don't have to
No.
throw these away.
Look. I walked into Dragonspire, and suddenly there are pumpkins just lining about every single floor. I'm just like, where?
Maybe it's that time of the year. For pumpkins just to be
It is.
Getting
It's
ready early.
It is almost October, so we're in the Halloween theme.
I mean, if blood moons have anything
Yeah,
to
give
say about
it-
that, I think that.
Give it about, you know,
Fines.
for, you know, a few hours, probably will be.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are that close. Behold, spooky season.
My question is, do you slight theory on that of maybe why it got corrupted? Would you think maybe that's the wish itself, or someone's wish that could have corrupted it?
That's... There's no way for us to tell what it was.
I don't know.
Maybe the champions will find out when they clear the tower.
And even if
make
that
the
doesn't
wish.
happen, once the story of the tower is concluded, doesn't mean mine ends there. So I will keep looking what happened, and I will make sure that something like that does not happen again.
And then the fine print of not allowed to happen. I didn't hear what you just said. That was way too quiet.
Oh, okay. I said add that to the fine print at the bottom of your wish. Of don't do it, don't open another tower again.
Oh my gosh. Hope we don't.
That is something that you're probably gonna have to be rather specific about. If, with how much that there is kind of needing to be covered, it's gonna have to be a rather specific wish.
The wish definitely has to be well spoken.
Speak it from the heart and tell exactly what you want to happen.
It's like maybe a genie, where if you're not specific, loopholes can always happen. Or if you're not very specific, broad spectrum.
Well,
Definitely something to work out before the day comes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rub the hand on the toe and see what happens.
No!
It's not a genie,
Yes! It's not an actual genie. I was meaning it similar to one, not an actual genie.
Oh.
If the wish worked like that, then I think that would maybe be a little easier. You're just being a gremlin after everything, aren't you?
Not something we have to think about right now, anyways. It'll take some time.
That's
until we
too late for that. At least for me. I start thinking on things quickly.
Our next step is to figure out ourselves what our next step is.
Perfectly said.
Where our next moves are gonna go.
Well, I've already made a brief statement. Next step is going to Exodysia and continuing our subterranean adventures. Now the community that was being controlled by Scarlet Cane is no longer being controlled by Scarlet Cane. So there's a great group of many people that we probably need to help out.
Yeah.
Hollow City.
We do still have to be on guard about the other ravens, though.
This is true. However, a portion of me feels that a grand majority of them won't be a problem. That is not to say that there will still be a problem, but with the way they acted during today's actions, they seem to not give a care once she was no longer in control.
It probably means that Kraton is safer too. You might want to update the Shriekhawks on that front.
Are we melding orbs?
Are you orbing?
Orbing.
Yes.
But yeah,
Did
definitely
you
a lot
see the
to
one
take
that
into
we
consideration
killed
now that she's off the field.
Or at least the figure. Did you see the figure we got attacked by before?
Oh, the red raven?
Yeah.
As for me, I'm going to go ahead and return to my body. Congratulations, you all. Take this moment to breathe. Collect yourself.
You as well.
Step in the right direction.
Good to find
Enjoy your
one
free
person.
We Beyblades right now.
Enjoy your free time when you're able, and hopefully the things that you still have to do won't be too difficult.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you again.
Me too.
It has been a pleasure meeting you. Unexpected
as well.
surprise to meet someone we thought was dead.
Thank you. Until next time.
Till then.
Take care. That is very cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Soul reattachment.
My plan
I
is
think
probably
I will
Exodusius
also
and
be calling it a night.
I was planning to head to Dragonspire, so I may do the same. I think things are going to be wrapping up now.
I think
Sounds
we
good.
need to go see some family.
We need to go tell someone some things, and
Oh, I was about to say, there are some people that probably want to know that you're back.
Let's share.
Yeah, Spire sounds
Take a
nice.
pumpkin,
Yeah.
I'll take a pumpkin.
we'll head to
Alright.
Spire later. I still
One
have
at
to
a
check
time, one at a
on.
time.
Maybe I
Alright.
inspired a bit.
Yeah, you're resting completely when we get home. Fully.
Shoot.